Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Sorry, I've got a bit of a sty at the moment, so I'm not
Oh,
whinging. It's just I've just got a bit of a sty, so sorry.
oh, bless you. Have you met Melinda?
No, nice to meet you. Hi, I'm Manny.
So this is Melinda's. I think you've emailed maybe before, have you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll resend
Probably, yeah.
her, yeah.
Nice to meet you on an Instagram live.
Yes. It's the way to be these days.
Yeah, yeah, very true.
Well, thanks for joining us, Manny. So we're here today to obviously discuss your study with everyone.
Yeah,
I wondered if you wanted to maybe introduce yourself and then talk about the study a little bit.
yeah, brilliant. So, thanks for helping arrange this. So, my name is Emmanuel or Manny, is what my civil name is. So, I'm an advanced nurse practitioner in dermatology here in the UK, and I'm also a PhD student over at the Centre for Appearance Research over in Bristol. So I am fortunate enough to be doing a PhD at the moment, and my PhD, the kind of full thing is around about creating an evidence-based awareness campaign for yourselves at the Psoriasis Association and measuring how well it performs. Uh, and one of the kind of key components for that, and one of the studies that I'm looking to recruit at the moment, which is why we're doing this, is what we really want to know now is how what do people with psoriasis who live with psoriasis, what do they think about current awareness campaigns, or where they see content on social media that features psoriasis, what do they like about it, what do they not like about it? And the reason why we're really keen to know more about your thoughts is because by knowing what your thoughts are, we can better shape our campaign and really make sure that we're doing the best for you and making sure that we raise awareness, but more importantly, we don't cause harm. Because I'm sure that you probably, hopefully, people listening into this, you've likely seen some awareness campaigns by anyone, or maybe you've seen content specifically about psoriasis on Instagram or TikTok or any social media platform and thought, oh, I don't like that, that's not realistic, or that's not my experience, or it might be, that's a load of, I won't say the word, but it's a load of false things, and that's not really what it's like. So we're really keen to hear from you, and that's why we're doing this Instagram live. Is to just basically raise a bit of awareness. And if you are happy, it's about an hour-long interview with me on Teams. And you can just tell me what your thoughts are, what your thoughts and opinions are. You can pop off and you can really rant if you want for an hour, and I'll just listen to you. Or if there's any specific examples you want to talk about, I'm happy to talk about.
Yeah, thank you. I think it's really interesting. I think, obviously, from my point of view, I'm the digital communications officer for Psoriasis Association, so I do the social media, but I also live with psoriasis myself and have a social media where I talk about that. So I think it's well, social media in general is just really. I think it's very. It's like well, our awareness week last year was about community, and social media was a big part of that in the psoriasis community. I think people connect with each other on it, and they find other people who are similar to them they can relate to, and then they share tips and advice. And yeah, I think it's really interesting the whole study around psoriasis and social media. So thank you for giving us a little intro into it.
Yeah, no worries. And if you've got any questions, please feel free to ask. Sorry, my dog's just opened the door in the background. I don't have ghosts. That was my dog just using his head to open the door, so I do apologise.
We did have a few questions, just more about the study. I
Of
don't know
course,
if
go ahead.
Melinda wants
Yeah.
to.
I think you've already answered the first one, Manny. But so, how many people are you actually looking for to take part in this phase of your study?
Really good question. So, as it's a qualitative study, so that's when we just chat via Teams, we're looking for around about 15 to 20, so not too many. We did initially, thanks to yourselves, we had lots of a big influx of people signing up, but we're not getting many people that are are following through, and that's where we're looking for more people to sign up. So if you're listening to this and you're someone that does have psoriasis, please do reach out. I'm happy to give, if you contact the Psoriasis Association or contact me on Instagram, and then we can set up a call to chat further.
Cool. Oh, I see a question. Russ is one of our trustees. He just asked a question there. What's your opinion on people using social media to promote treatments?
That's a really good question, and I have my own opinions about it, but it's actually your opinions that I want to know about that specifically. So I don't want to taint you with what I view about it, but it certainly is something that does happen, for better or for worse. So yeah, I would love to talk to you if you're happy specifically about it and what your views are, because I think that there's quite a few strong opinions out there, and I'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, there's sometimes a lot of unsolicited advice and things like that.
Definitely.
Yeah,
And a lot of cures, a lot of
yes,
just do this, or maybe someone is in Kim Kardashian famously has psoriasis, Cara Delevingne, but sometimes perhaps when they talk about it or portray it, their lived experience is very different from other people, where they have access to all types of medicines maybe that perhaps the average person doesn't get. So the question is then, how does that then impact the average person, the normal, me or you? Because I've lived with psoriasis. So how does seeing things like that in social media make me feel?
yeah. See, Russ has just said there in the comments, I see them as selling false hopes.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's a very fair point.
So we've got somebody else interested in taking part, Manny,
Yeah.
there. So
Suzanne.
Fab, brilliant. Yeah, so if you want to, you can either message either the Psoriasis Association, or drop me a message, and I'll send you a link and kind of just a formal bit of information. So there's a patient information sheet and a few other things you need to read just before, but I'll be happy to send that over to you. Thank you.
So Manny, who can take part then in
Yeah,
your study?
really good question again. So anyone who's an adult, so over the age of 18, either has had in the past or currently has psoriasis. Ideally in the UK, but that's really it. It's quite open-ended. You have to have used social media. However, we're only advertising it on social media. So we've posted on social media, we're doing this. So by virtue of watching this video, you likely meet those criteria. So please just give us a message.
Yeah, I see someone else there said they're interested as well. Alexandra. Oh, someone else. Jack. Yeah, if anyone's interested, like Manny said, you can even message us on private message. We can put you in the right direction. All the info's on our website as well, on the take part in research. But yeah, either way, get in touch with us or Manny, and we can put you in touch with Manny. Oh,
So, really good question there, Lucy Moo 3. Hi. She's asked, how do you define using social media? That's a really good question, and that's because social media is really, really broad. So actually, technically, if you look at the definition, WhatsApp is considered social media. So, and definitely, if you do use WhatsApp, then you can join. You've got your more obvious ones. So Meta. So Meta being Facebook. And then you've got Instagram as well, that's part of Meta, TikTok, or X, formerly known as Twitter, as well. You're more than welcome to join, although if anyone's still there, that is.
yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of people coming off that.
So you've already said, Manny, that it's an online interview, so
Yes.
people don't have to travel to take
No,
part.
no, people don't have to travel at all. So if you are interested, I'll just ask you for 1 or 2 dates. I might send you 1 or 2 dates over the next few weeks. I can be very flexible. I'm happy to interview people on weekends if that suits them, or evenings. So I can really work around your schedule. The maximum I'm predicting it will be about an hour. So far, the 1 or 2 I have done has been under that, so more like half an hour to 45 minutes. It really just depends on what you think on the day. If you really want to talk a lot about the topic, that's fine. We can go on longer. If you don't, that's fine as well. I should say as well, because it's a research study, it's gone through ethics. You don't, even if you sign up saying you want to do it and then you choose to withdraw, that's also absolutely fine. You can absolutely do that. That's not a problem. Just let me know.
Thank you.
Is there any more questions coming through?
Not at the moment,
No.
no. What other ones do we? Well, another question we have is, where was it? Can people who know someone who has psoriasis get involved, or do you have to have psoriasis yourself?
So it's aimed at people that have psoriasis or have lived with psoriasis specifically. And that's because we're just interested to know from their point of view what it's like. I think knowing what people that know someone with psoriasis, like family members, would also be a very important study. But that's a slightly different angle that we're not covering at the moment. But maybe in the future we might be able to look at that.
Yeah. I was just wondering if you're a parent with a child or that's.
That's a no for now.
Yeah.
But you may be in the future, but not at the current ethics. We don't have approval for that.
No.
So how long is the study for? So the study is open to recruitment at the moment. Really, we will hopefully be stopping the study once we reach 15 to 20 patients. We'll be looking at stopping it there. So it's a bit difficult to give an exact timeline. We've had a few dozen of people expressing interest, but we just haven't been able to get interviews with people. And that's what the big hold up is now. So really, if you do want to sign up, we can wait a few hours. And someone said up to an hour. Yes, and the interviews last about up to an hour, depending on how much you would like to discuss, obviously.
Mm-hmm. And what will happen after you've got all your interview data? What happens next in your study?
Yeah. So once we collect, and what we've done the interviews, what I then do is I go through all the interviews and I have to handwrite everything out. So I type everything we discuss. At that point, we say that the data is anonymized, meaning that we won't have any reference to you, your name. We won't keep that information. It will just be we might put your age there, but that's it, and gender. So once we've done that, I will then go through a process where we do. Sorry, I'm having a bit of a memory blank. Thematic analysis. That's it. Apologies. So I'll do then a thematic analysis. So I will try and figure out and try and find and apply meaning to all the quotes that we have and all the interviews. We will then create hopefully a publication out of this that will be published hopefully in a high impact journal. So that will be for other scientists or people that have access through university institutions to read. And it will be hopefully provide a bit more insights into what works well and what doesn't work well in awareness campaigning from the point of view of actually someone with psoriasis. We will then use that to inform an awareness campaign. So it's really going to form the evidence base for an awareness campaign targeted from a study that we've also carried out, potentially at young males, but we're trying to balance awareness versus harm. And this is going to really help us reduce as much harm as possible.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few questions there.
You've got PPI. So there's a question there just about have you got PPIE representations? So that's actually our next stage. So once we've got this information, we're then going to create a PPE or a PPIE group, and they're going to help us create the awareness campaign based on the findings from study 1 and 2. So we're kind of building the blocks one at a time. So these are going to be our building blocks, and we're going to take this to a PPIE group, and we're going to say, right, these are the studies we've done. We need to create an awareness campaign. What do you think works well? And that's where the co-production element comes in.
Yeah.
There was a question there that, sorry, it was quite above. Is there any particular groups or types of psoriasis you are keen to see more representation from? Yeah, I guess it's
Any, so we haven't excluded any phenotypes of psoriasis, so pustular psoriasis, palmar pustulosis, any type is welcome. I think historically throughout the literature, I think it's fair to say that plaque psoriasis is often overrepresented, and that's just because it is the most common one. But we are open to any type of psoriasis, anyone with any type of psoriasis to join.
Thank you.
Okay. So I think he's already answered that one.
Yeah.
So let's just remind ourselves again, Manny, if
Cool.
anybody's interested in taking part, what do they have to do next?
Yeah. So anyone that would like to join, if you just message us, either myself here, I'm happy to take a message on Dermtales, my Instagram, or Psoriasis UK, the Psoriasis Association. If you want to message them on Instagram or drop them an email, then I can send you the information sheet. So just for anyone that wasn't at the first bit and has just joined now, just a brief overview. So we're looking to recruit people for living with psoriasis to hear your views about what it's like to see social media content that tries to raise awareness or features psoriasis. And we're going to use that to make an awareness, to help structure an awareness campaign in the future. So if you are interested in joining, please message. I can see that I'm happy to join APA. Great, brilliant. You will likely, Rascal NCFC, you will likely hear from the Psoriasis Association in the near future. Just need to get this study done, and then we'll be looking at reaching out to do that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Seeing if we've missed any. I did see one. I guess you kind of answered that. There was one from Suzanne that says, what are you hoping comes from carrying out the study in regards to patient care? You kind of...
So there's a question there about just payment. So we're doing a raffle for a small token, really a voucher. That might change in the future, but for now, with the budget the way it is, it's a raffle to potentially be given a gift card. But please keep an eye out for updates, and hopefully, just keep an eye out, and hopefully there'll be changes in the future. Please do, Funny Gorilla. We'd love to get you.
Yeah.
I don't think I've interviewed any gorillas yet, so that'll be brilliant.
Funny gorilla.
So making sure I don't miss any. Get it right up close.
Is there any more questions?
Or everyone just melting away like I am right now.
I don't think we've got any more questions that we...
No, I think you answered them all.
Brilliant. Well, hopefully people have found that informative. I'm always happy to, if you think of any questions afterwards, feel free to message me, and then I'll probably just ask you for your email so that I can email you properly rather than via social media. I'm always happy to take questions. The only thing I ask is what I can never do is answer personal questions. So, for example, if you're like, oh, I'm on this treatment and it's done this for my psoriasis, what should I do? Then I can't answer that. But I can certainly, if it's anything to do with research, hopefully, or if you're interested, please do reach out and I'll be happy to chat.
Russ has said it sounds a really interesting study.
Oh, thank you.
Russ will probably get involved. He gets involved in everything. And yeah, just to go on off what you said, Manny, like I said earlier as well, if you for some reason don't get in touch with Manny, you can always get in touch with us. We'll put you in the right direction, and there's more info on our website as well. If you go to research and take part in research, you can see more info about it there.
And I wish I was, and yourselves, you've got an event coming up, don't you, at the Psoriasis Association?
Yeah, on Saturday, 28th of June, is our conference,
annual conference
at County Hall in London. So it's going to be a really good day. We're really excited. We've got loads of good talks. Our booking is filling up. So we're really happy with that. So yeah, we can't wait, and we'll be advertising the study there as well as other studies that would support like My Skin. And yeah, you can hear some great talks from some of the speakers. They're really great this year. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. If you can't attend for any reason, then the videos will be available a few weeks after. I'm not sure when, but it depends how quickly we get them up. But yeah.
Yeah, sorry I can't be there. I'm at a Glastonbury festival, but I'm sure
Oh,
it'll be fab.
well, can't blame you for going Glastonbury. Well, I hope the weather's really lovely for it then, because
Yeah, hopefully it's a bit colder, but
yeah, I didn't
you
want
know,
it
as
quite
a
this hot.
dermatology nurse, I'm very much hiding from the sun nearly 24 hours. So hopefully it's a bit, yeah, a bit cooler and cloudier, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You definitely won't need your wellies though, Manny.
no.
Yeah, touch wood, touch wood.
Oh, someone else just said thank you for bringing this important subject to the forefront of research.
Thank you, Sarah Copperwheat. Fab.
Yeah, I think that's all the questions we've got. So
Yeah.
thank you very much, Manny.
No worries, and yeah, thank you all for your time. It's been hopefully a bit informative, and hopefully I'll be hearing from some of you soon.
Yeah.
Oh,
And thank you all for joining us
yeah.
today.
Thank you, everyone.
Absolutely.
Thank you for questions and getting involved.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. Enjoy the
Bye, everyone.
sun.
Bye.
Thanks, Mandy. Take care.